There's a story told of two little boys who were walking home from school together shortly before Christmas. The one little boy was so excited he was almost jumping out of his skin. He just couldn't wait for it to be Christmas. The other little boy wasn't excited at all, but he was curious as to what made Christmas so special to his friend. His friend enthusiastically told him of how his family decorated the house, had all the relatives over, sang carols, sent and received cards and greetings, and best of all, gave him loads of gifts to be opened up and played with on Christmas Day. Having shared this wonderful description of Christmas, he was puzzled that his friend did not share in his excitement and enthusiasm. When he expressed his puzzlement, the other boy explained that he and his family were atheists, and that Christmas had no special meaning for them. Christmas was just another day for them, and for them it held no special excitement or surprises. However, after a couple of moments of walking silently, he remembered something that he'd forgotten, and he became quite excited as well. Christmas was special for his family. See, his father owned a department store, and every Christmas after lunch, he, his dad, his mom, and his sister would take a car ride down to the store. They'd all go inside and stand in the middle of the store and look at all the empty shelves that only days before had been packed full of Christmas merchandise. And as they stood there, aware that their financial success was assured for another year, they would break into a song in loud, joy-filled voices, singing together with great enthusiasm and sincerity, "What a friend we have in Jesus." It's a silly story, but there's a sad note of truth about it. As Christians, we sometimes seem to become so caught up in the accidentals of Christmas that we totally lose sight of its true reason and meaning. A while back, a movie came out called Christmas Vacation. It starred Chevy Chase as Clark Griswold, a good-hearted but bumbling family man who became so obsessed with his plan to arrange the perfect old-fashioned Christmas for his family that he almost totally destroyed his family's Christmas, while at the same time driving himself and everyone else in the family bonkers. On the first Christmas, the heavenly host praised God and said, "Glory to God in highest heaven, and on earth peace among men with whom he is pleased." So how do we please God at Christmas and have his peace come among us? I think there's a clue to be found in looking at the people to whom the angels gave that message, the shepherds, and at the only other people that made it to the manger to see and worship Jesus, the Magi. In some ways, it would be hard to find two more disparate groups than the shepherds and the Magi. After all, the shepherds were poor, local illiterates, while the Magi were rich, foreign scholars. And yet, in other ways, in important ways, they were much alike. They were people who were in touch with the world around them. They lived close to nature, and they were attentive to and perceptive of the messages that the earth and the stars shared with them. The Magi and the shepherds were both, in their own ways, people of reflection and prayer. In the end of this movie, Christmas Vacation, Clark Griswold is standing outside in the snow, looking up at the heavens. In his own way, he has discovered the true spirit of Christmas. Like Clark and the shepherds and the Magi and the atheist family who owned the department store, may we too find time this Christmas season to be reflective and prayerful, listening for the sound of the angels singing in our world and in our hearts, inviting us into the true excitement of this marvelous feast, stirring us to join, at least in spirit, in singing with loud and joyous hearts, "What a friend we have in Jesus."